What's up guys, DecaCrafter here, and today we're creating a medieval Minecraft server. We're going to go through it super quick, so make sure you pay attention and follow the steps as I'm not here to waste your time. Let's get right into it. Just make sure you hit subscribe for me and like the video. First thing you want to do is open up your CurseForge, go to Browse Mod Packs, type in Medieval, hit enter, and you'll see the MMC1. I don't know what his name is, but this is the one that you want to download. 2.3 million downloads as of this video. Um, and you want the fabric version. It's going to load a lot better than Forge. So what you want to do is there's going to be an install button here. Mine says play because I already have it installed. You want to just hit that. Then after you hit install, you want to click on the mod pack and you'll see this icon here. This is the server pack. So you just want to download that. For me, it downloads through Chrome. So if we look here, you can see the medieval pack here. I'm just going to click on it to open it. Then what I'm going to do is take this medieval server pack. This is the server here. And I'm just going to drag it onto my desktop. Now, if you notice a green check, red X, or a loading icon next to any of the files once you put it on your desktop, go ahead and delete that, put it directly on your C drive by going to this PC, local disk C, and then drag and drop it into here. The reason for that is because that means it's on cloud storage, and your server will not work on cloud storage, unfortunately. Now that it's on our desktop, last thing you want to do is make sure that you have the correct Java version so you don't run into errors. So you do need Java version 17. To check Java version, go to your File Explorer, this PC, local disk C, program files, not program files times 86 because that's 32-bit Java, not 64-bit. Go to the Java folder and see what you have. If you have 1.8, that's Java 8, and then JDK17 is Java 17. So you do have to have Java 17. If you don't have it, check the description and then go ahead and download and install it. If you have Java 18, 19, or 20 though, it's going to override your Java 17. Java 8 won't, but if you have 18, 19, or 20, go ahead and delete them because they're going to cause issues for you as well. Now what we want to do is open up this and you'll see the Windows PowerShell. Now to run the PowerShell file, we're not going to use the shell script, we're going to use the PowerShell. Shell script is only if you're on a Linux computer. You're going to right click it and hit run with PowerShell. However, what I want to do first is open it and open it with Notepad so that we can adjust some of the settings. Once you've got this file open, hit Control F to pull up the Finder. Type in XMX with a capital X, hit Find Next, and then you'll see this area down here. Once you're in here, you can set the RAM right here. I'm going to set mine to at least 6 gigs. They do recommend minimum 4, but personally, if you're having some people on there and it is a fairly big mod pack, I would recommend like 6 to 8 gigs of RAM. Now, if your computer doesn't have enough RAM, and you can check by right-clicking your Windows icon and going to System, and you'll see the installed RAM here. Now, if your computer doesn't have enough RAM to both play the game with 4 to 8 gigs of RAM and host a server with 4 to 8 gigs of RAM, then you can just pay for a server host. I use a really cheap, affordable one called Shockbyte, and you can find the link to them in the description. You can also save 25% with code DecaCrafter. Alright, well now that I've got that set to 6 gigs of RAM, I'm going to close it out, right-click it, run with PowerShell, open. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes. Have to agree to the EULA, type I agree. Some steps that might look like it's pausing for a second, just let it keep going. When you see it preparing the spawn, that means it's creating your world, so chances are it's pretty close to being finished setting up the server. If you want to test to see if it's actually done loading, if you type a command such as list into it and it responds instantly, 0 out of 10 maximum players, that means your server's set up. If it takes a minute to respond, chances are it's still loading some stuff. Now we're going to get hit play on our client. If you want your friends to join the server, all they have to do is go into CurseForge and install the mod pack and then hit play. They don't have to do the server setup. That's just for whoever wants to host the server for your friend group. Additionally, they won't be able to connect to your server if you do not port forward. This is a must. You cannot get away without doing that. However, if you can't port forward for whatever reason, you can use programs like Hamachi or playit.gg to host the server instead. So essentially, you're still hosting on your computer, but those are like VPNs for your IP so that you don't have to give people your actual computer's IP. Or if you can't, for whatever reason, port forward, those are alternatives. However, Hamachi has a 5-player cap, and with playit.gg, the more people you add, the more it's going to lag. I do recommend just port forwarding and giving your IP to people that you trust. My port forwarding tutorials are going to be in the description. You can find one for those of you that have Xfinity Internet, and you can find one for those of you that do not have Xfinity Internet. Alright, once you and your friends are on your client, go to Multiplayer, Add Server. You and your friends can name it whatever you want. It doesn't matter what you name it, it doesn't matter what they name it. And then you connect by just putting a 0 for the server address. Your friends, however, will need your public IP. If you don't know what your public IP is, go to whatismyip.com. You can also find a link for that in the description, and where it says IPv4, that's your public IP. Your friends want to type that into the server address. We're going to hit done. As you can see, the server's right here. Then you're just going to want to double click on your server. And as you can see here, it's saying that I'm joining the world. Alright, now it wants me to choose an origin. To keep it simple, I'm just going to go with human, but there's a ton of them for you to choose from. Human. Here we are in our medieval Minecraft server. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and please do me a huge favor and smash subscribe and like the video. And if you need help at all, reach out to me on Discord. I have a server help channel where you can create a thread describing your issue, and I'll do my best to help you out and get your server running. I've got like a 99% success rate, if not a little bit higher, for helping people fix their servers. Adios.